Hey everyone. So today we're going to move past just, chatting with AI and really start putting it to work. We're going to unlock its true power and turn that simple chatbot into a high-powered productivity partner that you seriously can't live without. Let's dive in. So let me ask you this. Have you ever asked an AI for help only to get back a response that's, well, kind of useless? Vague, generic, or it just completely misses the point? If you've ever felt that frustration, you are so not alone. But here's the good news. The problem probably isn't the AI. It's how we're asking. And here's the trap that pretty much all of us fall into. We treat these incredibly powerful tools like they're just another search engine. We type in some vague command, we hit enter, and we kind of cross our fingers. The thing is, this approach means we're only scratching the surface of what's possible. And honestly, we're wasting a ton of time doing it. And just look at this. The difference is absolutely night and day. A vague prompt like write a sales email gets you a generic, totally forgettable message. But a masterful prompt, that produces something targeted and persuasive. The quality of your output is 100% tied to the quality of your input. That's the key. So the real secret to unlocking all this incredible productivity isn't about finding some new shiny AI tool. It's about developing a new skill. And that skill is what we're calling prompting mastery, the ability to craft instructions that turn your AI into an expert collaborator for literally any task you can think of. So how do we get there? Well, it all starts with a simple mindset shift. We need to stop thinking of AI as just a command line and start treating it like we're having a dialogue with an expert. This is all about turning those simple commands into really rich conversations. And you know what? Every great prompt is built on 4 simple principles. Just think of this as your toolkit. First, you set the role. Then, you add the context. After that, you define the task. And finally, and this is important, you iterate and refine it until it's perfect. Okay, principle 1. Give the AI a persona. By telling it to act as a specific professional, you're not just asking for information anymore. You're defining the tone, the style, the vocabulary, and the whole focus of the response. It instantly transforms a generalist AI into a specialist for your exact needs. But having a role isn't quite enough. You have to ground your AI in reality. So instead of letting it just pull from the entire internet, you give it specific documents to use as its one and only source of truth. This is how you get accurate, relevant answers that are specific to you. Right? With the role and context set, now it's time to get super specific. You tell the AI exactly what to produce, the format, the length, the tone. And just as important, you tell it what to avoid. These constraints are like guardrails that steer the AI to the precise output you're looking for. But you have to remember, the first draft is almost never the final one. Prompting is a dialogue. It's a back and forth. Use follow-up questions to fine-tune the result. Ask it to be shorter or more formal or to focus on a different angle. This little iterative dance is how you shape the output into perfection. Okay, so once you've really nailed those core principles, it is time for some power moves. Let's take a look at how we can go from just writing single, effective prompts to building fully automated experts that can handle all sorts of complex and repetitive tasks. The best place to practice these advanced techniques is in a pro-level environment like Google AI Studio. It's a free platform that gives you way more control and really powerful features you won't find in the standard chat interfaces. And one of the absolute best is something called compare mode. And this is where things get really, really cool. Compare mode lets you basically put 2 different AI experts in a room at the same time. You ask one question, and you get 2 totally distinct viewpoints. So here you see a cautious financial advisor versus an optimistic entrepreneur. It's an incredible way to avoid tunnel vision and make much more balanced decisions. So what about all those tedious tasks you do over and over and over again? Well, for that, you can build what's called a gem. Think of a gem as your own custom AI mini-app, a reusable expert that you design for one specific job. It'll save you from writing the same detailed prompt every single time. And you know what? Building one is surprisingly simple. It uses the exact same principles we just talked about. You define a persona, a specific task, the context it needs, like a knowledge file, and the format you want for the output. Once you save it, your custom AI assistant is ready to go anytime. Okay, so you've mastered prompting for yourself. That's awesome. But how do you take this individual skill and turn it into a force multiplier for your entire team or even your whole organization? That's where this final piece of the puzzle comes in. You do it with a prompting library. I want you to imagine a centralized, shared collection of the absolute best, most effective prompts that your organization uses. It becomes this incredible strategic asset that captures all the best practices and scales them across every single department. And the payoff for the organization is immediate. A library ensures consistency in quality and tone. It boosts efficiency because everyone has access to proven, battle-tested prompts. It helps new hires get up to speed way faster. And it creates this amazing culture of knowledge sharing where a great idea from one team can benefit absolutely everyone. And here's what that looks like in practice. Each department gets these tailored, reusable templates for their most common jobs. So sales can summarize meetings in a snap, HR can draft performance reviews, and marketing can brainstorm campaigns, all with consistent, high-quality results every time. You know, when you put this all together, you start to realize that prompting isn't just about telling a machine what to do. It is a fundamental skill for the modern workplace. Mastering it makes you more productive. But when an entire organization masters it, it becomes a genuine superpower. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. With these new skills, what's the first tedious, repetitive task that you are going to automate?